Hey YouTube, alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil off some soda. I'm not the first person to do this on the internet. I'm sure I'm not going to be the last. I'm going to boil off soda. Let me try to adjust this a little bit better so you have a better view. Alright, that should be a better view. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to boil this soda, and I really should be doing this in a double boiler. If you're going to do this in your house, be really careful. You can cause a lot of, you could start a fire, start a lot of smoke, set off your smoke alarm, because I'm going to be boiling off the liquid of the soda. And the whole goal, the whole object of this video is to show you what is left after the water, the soda water, is boiled off from your soda. I want to show you what goes into your stomach, what goes into your colon, what goes into your digestive system, and your kidneys, and your whole body. Not your bloodstream, but the sugar is going to go in your bloodstream. So this is, I'm not going to say what brand of soda, but this is what comes out of all sodas. It doesn't matter if it's diet or regular. So I'm going to give this a couple minutes to start boiling, and then I'll continue. Alright, you can see it's starting to boil. I'm going to be really careful here. I don't want to cook this so hard at such a high temperature that it caramelizes and starts smoking and setting off my smoke alarm. But that's the soda right now, and it is definitely boiling. So it's going to take a couple minutes for this liquid to start boiling off, for the water to boil off, and the soda water to boil off. And then I'll grab out a spoon, maybe scoop some of this stuff up so you can see what is in your glass or bottle of soda. Alright, you can see that it's still boiling away. I don't even know if a quarter of it is gone yet. It's boiling. It's a high boil, a full boil. It's going to take a while for all this stuff to evaporate here and boil off. But you can see on the top, let me zoom in a little bit. You can see it's starting to caramelize just a little bit. And what I want to do is get a spoon. I don't really want to ruin anything that I have here, so let me see what I can use. Use a wooden spoon. I have a wooden spoon. Okay, I'm going to start stirring this a little bit. Oh, it's definitely hot. It's really hot. Half of it's boiled off at least. So we're starting to get to the experimental phase of this video. Still liquid. Total liquid. I don't see anything else but liquid. Doesn't feel like anything's in the pan yet. But the video is not over. So let me shut this off and I'll continue in a minute. Alright, the kitchen's starting to get warm. I turned down the heat a little bit. Remember, don't do this at home. This is a very dangerous experiment. If you're going to do this, what you want to do is call the fire department and have them standing by outside your door for when your house burns down. And when you're living in a box by the side of the river, don't call me up and tell me that I owe you for your damaged house, because this is a really stupid experiment to be doing. Okay, I turned the heat up again, and I'm going to build that boil up. I don't have all day to do this, to entertain the world. So about half of the liquid has boiled off. This is regular soda. This is not diet. This would be fascinating to do with Mountain Dew, because Mountain Dew is clear. And it would be really neat to see what is left after all that clear stuff is, after the clear liquid is boiled off. Maybe that's my next goal. A Mountain Dew video. So remember, don't be an asshat and set your house on fire. I have about 100 fire extinguishers right next to me ready to put out the flames should this thing go poof. Alright, you can see in the pan It's almost at the bottom now. It's starting to boil off that liquid. What do we have here? Ow! That flame is hot. What the hell am I doing? Whew! Oop! Okay, so I would say we're about somewhere between 25 and 26% done. Maybe 26.5%. So I'm going to continue the video after I boil off another 3% of the liquid. Remember, if you do this at home, you want to wear safety goggles and safety boots, just in case the soda hits the floor. You want to have boots so you don't step in it. You want to have on a safety apron, a safety mask, a safety helmet, and you want to be in a safe. Alright, almost boiled off. Starting to look good. Hopefully I don't ruin the pan. If I ruin the pan, I'm going to have to ask everybody to send money. Bubbles are starting to look brown and caramelized now. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I wish I had better lighting in here, but hey, if I was rich, I wouldn't be making YouTube videos, would I? Whoa! It's starting to pop and bubble, so I'm turning that heat down. This could get dangerous. This is Dangeriso. Oh, it's bubbling. It's popping. Okay, I'm shutting off the heat. I'm shutting off the heat because this is going to set off the smoke detector any minute. It's starting to burn. Alright, I opened up the door. I'm going to let this thing cool down just a little bit before I continue. Yeah, I don't want to set off the smoke detector, and that's exactly what this is ready to do. Dangerous. Alright, it's starting to smell like coffee in here. It stinks. This stuff smells. And I opened up the door. I have a feeling this is going to keep smoking, and if it is, I don't know how much more of the video I'm going to be able to make. I'm going to have to turn this way down to boil this off now, because this is starting to burn. The stuff in there, well, you can see it. It's burning. That's what you drink. That's what's in the soda. Let me stir this a little bit. It would be nice if I could boil this stuff off, but like I said, I don't want to set off the smoke detector. This would probably be something to do on a barbecue, to run the test, or to disable the smoke detectors, which I'm not going to do. So I'm going to do a slow boil now to melt this stuff off, or to burn this stuff off. It shouldn't smoke as bad, and I don't think it will set off the smoke detector then. And I will continue the video in a little bit. Alright, I've got it on a very low, slow boil. The front door is open right next to the smoke detector. The junk that's in there is starting to burn. That's why there's a lot of smoke, and that's why this place stinks. Because that is what soda is made out of. So, let me see, can I, it hasn't burned off any gunk yet. This is much more effective when there's a lot of soda in there, so you can see what's in a full glass. This is about half a glass, and I'm glad I'm only doing this amount because I don't want tons of smoke all over the place. But we're going to see the results very soon. Alright, there's not much left in there. Only about 1/8 of an inch of liquid in the pan. So the liquid's almost boiled off. You got to be careful with these type of pans, because if you get it too hot, then you ruin the coating, and you also release a really toxic chemical on these stick-free pans. So the minute this starts popping again, I'm going to lower the heat, but I've got the heat way down right now. And the door is open. Alright, that's what your soda is. That's what you drink. Bubbling away, but that's the crap that goes into your body when you drink soda. Not done yet. Not done. Almost. Okay, it's definitely getting there. The liquid's almost boiled off, and this will be a really good video to show you what is in your soda. I'm sure this is in a lot of other foods too. If we melted off, boiled off all the liquid in foods, we'd probably be disgusted and grossed out by what remains, but this is still, you can see a little bit of the brown on the spoon right now. We boil off a little bit more. If I turned on that heat just a fraction more, this would start smoking and burning, so I don't want to do that. But this is really important that you see what you drink, what you're drinking. Liquid is almost boiled off now. It's your caramel color. You know, the sugar. It's going to start smoking soon. The pan's going to start burning, and then I'm going to shut it off because I think you'll have a very good idea of what I'm talking about. So, yeah, it's definitely starting to smoke. The heat's going off now. Don't need to burn my house down. This is definitely going to set off the smoke detector. That's what's in your soda. That is what's in soda. Okay, this is what is in your soda drink when you drink that stuff. That's what you put through your body. When you drink a glass of soda. Alright, I was able to shut the door. Oh, it's starting to get gummy now. Here we go. Gummy and gooey. Really sticky. Look at this. It's like paste. That is what is in your soda. That's what your stomach deals with. Yeah, now it's like glue now. It is really thick. It's thicker than motor oil. It's drying up. And it is almost dry now. Hopefully this stuff comes off of the wooden spoon because it is gunk. Look at this. That is a glass of soda. Dry syrup. It goes into your stomach, and this is the result. It is like, it's like dried paste right now. This stuff will not move. You can see what I'm doing with the spoon. It will not even, doesn't even want to move. It will not come off of the plate. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Be careful how much of this stuff you drink. You don't want to become diabetic, and you see what is in there. Pretty nasty. Yuck. Make sure you watch all my other videos. They're pretty awesome. Alright, I was able to get the wood spoon clean. I had to scrape this stuff off with my nail. That's how hard and dried up, and it was hard, really hard. Could barely get it off with my nail. The pan, I put a lot of hot water in there, burned my fingers, so I'm going to need like about 9 million views to pay for the medical bills on this thing. But that's why I've got the hot water running down the drain. Waste a little bit of water to make sure I don't ruin the pipes. Okay, so let's see 5 minutes later what this stuff is. It is hard. It's thicker than caramel. It won't even break. You can see it's leaving a little bit of stuff on my finger, but it is hard as a rock. So, and I barely used anything. That's just half a glass. Imagine half a cup. That's probably 8 ounces at the most. Imagine what's in a 2-liter bottle of soda that you drink, or if you drink a whole bunch of cans of soda over the weekend. If you want to do this experiment, my advice would be to do it on a barbecue so you can let the thing smoke outside and it won't cause any problems. That way you can let everything melt off. And don't use a good pan, don't use a good utensil to stir it. And when it starts getting really hot, where it starts popping, turn that heat down and get away, because you don't want this stuff splashing on you and burning you and hurting you. So don't do this at home, and don't drink this stuff. It will cause you lots of problems. Alright, I just wanted you to see what this stuff looks like 1 hour after I boiled it off. Let me try to zoom in a little bit so you can see what this junk is that goes in your system. That is one of the second or third most common sodas in the country. That's what it looks like after all the water and soda is boiled off. That's what goes into your body. Happy drinking.